Hey Corey,
What would you like?
double mocha.
Coming right up.
What's up YouTube? It's your man Damon back again with some more content for you. And today, it was a good day in the market, but it was a rough day for me. I'm telling you what, we had the Dow down by 82 points. The NASDAQ was up by 212 points. S&P 500 was up by 27 points. The Russell 2000 was up by nearly 3 points. But my Papa John stock, oh my God. I'll tell you what, my Papa John stock was down another 5% today. But you know what, that leads me to the topic that I want to talk about today, which is don't panic. Do not panic. Even with my stock down nearly 11% in 2 days, I'm still not panicking because it's not time to panic. Look, we've been here before. The market has been down before. The market will recover. This is not a time to panic. And that's what I see a lot of investors do every day in the market. They panic because they hear, they listen to the news, they hear everything that's going on in the economy, and then fear begins to set in, and then they lose focus and then begin to panic. And in a panic, when you are panicking, you'll do anything. When you are panicking, you usually don't make sound decisions when you panic. And so when it comes to investing and money, panic is not a good thing. You know, you got to keep a level head, especially in this stock market, in 2025. You have to keep a level head. You have to stay focused. You have to remember what your investment objective is. Like with Papa John's being down 11%, I'm still thinking about my investment objective. I'm still thinking about the reason why I invested in this company because I know the company, I understand their business, I understand how they make money. I buy Papa John's pizza. I was buying Papa John's pizza before I became a shareholder, so I like the product. I told you guys that I went out of the country to Colombia back in October of last year, and I had Papa John's pizza there. And it tasted absolutely delicious, similar to what we have here in the States. Just a little bit of a difference because they have to alter the pizza just a little bit to fit the Colombian palate. But overall, it tasted exactly the same as it does here in the United States. So I believe in this company. I listened to the earnings call. I know what they're doing as far as international expansion, what they're doing as far as domestic expansion. I believe in the leadership of the company. I believe that they are leading the company in the right direction. So I'm not going to panic. This is not a time to panic. This is a time to buckle down, to settle in and ride the wave, baby. Ride that wave. Ride the ups and the downs of the market. The market moves like a roller coaster, so it's best for you to just ride the ups and downs of the market. And when it comes to the stock market, when it comes to the economy, I find that Americans have a very, very short memory. Like a very short memory when it comes to the stock market and the economy and things like that. I remember back in 2008 when everybody thought the world was getting ready to come to an end. I was in my, how old was I in 2008? I was in my late 20s, 28 years old, and I was working for a regional bank at the time, SunTrust Bank. It's called Truist Bank now. But I was a banker and I was working there, and I remember people coming in to take money out of the bank left and right. There was literally a run on the banks back in those days in 2008, and everything was crashing all around us. Real estate market was crashing. People were losing their homes to foreclosure left and right. Houses were selling for cheap. People had lost so much money in the housing market, it was ridiculous. Like 2008 was a very bad year, a very bad time. I don't think we've seen anything as worse as what we saw in 2008. And if you listen to a lot of people, a lot of pundits on television, they were telling you that the sky is falling, get out as fast as you can. And people thought that the world was over. They thought that we were not ever going to recover. But look what happened. We recovered and the economy turned around and the US became a superpower like never before. And had you been investing in the stock market during those times, within a few years later, you had made your money back and more. You know, we forget that we've been here before. And what we are dealing with right now is nothing even close to what we experienced in 2008. So it's not time to panic. We are still a prosperous nation. We are still a nation that people want to come to. So don't panic. You know, panicking causes you to make bad decisions, especially when it comes to your money, especially when it comes to your investments. If you sell today, you may miss a run next week that would have took your portfolio to a whole nother level. And so don't panic out there. Stay level-headed. Keep believing in the prosperity of this country, because I'm telling you, we will recover. We will turn around. We always do. So if you are going to make money in the stock market, you must have discipline. You must have mental toughness, the mental fortitude to withstand the ups and the downs of the market. People who lack discipline lose money in the market. You know, people who lack discipline and they are swayed by, you know, every wave of news that they hear, swayed by the wind that blows, those are the people that lose money in the market, you know. But people who make money in the market are disciplined. They understand that things go up and things go down. Good times don't last forever, neither does bad times. So you have to have this perspective when it comes to investing, to know that, hey, we are not always gonna see 25% growth. We are not always going to see returns in the market. There are some times when the market pulls back, and those who understand that this is just what the market does, those are the ones that win when it comes to investing their money in the stock market. So you have to be emotionally stable, not to get your emotions so involved in what the stock market is doing. And then you must have a long-term perspective. Like, I have a long-term perspective. I'm not investing money that I need to spend today for food, clothing, shelter, transportation, healthcare, or any of those types of things. I'm investing money that I won't need to touch until 10 years from now, 15 years from now. So by having a long-term perspective, I can remain calm. I can sleep well at night, even with a stock that is down 11% in the past 2 trading sessions. I can sleep well at night knowing that, hey, my time horizon is way out and I can withstand the ups and downs of the market. So if my portfolio takes a little bit of a hit, I'm good. I can wait until the stock recovers, and I can even invest and continue to buy the dip so that when the market recovers and go back up again, I can make even more money. So make sure that you are investing with a long-term approach, which leads me to my next topic. Consider your time horizon. Make sure that you are investing with your time horizon in mind. Again, if you have 10, 15, 20 years before you even need to touch this money, then you don't need to worry about what the stock is doing today. You can rest at night and sleep very well, knowing that time is on your side. Now, if you are on the other end of the spectrum where you don't have time on your side, then maybe you don't need to be taking the kind of risk as far as investing in individual stocks. Like, maybe you need to invest in a mutual fund that's diversified, that gives you some exposure to the stock market, some exposure to bonds, and some exposure to like the money market or something like that. You more than likely need to be investing in something that's very diversified, something that's very conservative when time is not on your side, because you don't have the same amount of time to recover from declines in the market. So don't be out here moving reckless and investing money that you need for your immediate needs. Don't do that. That's like one of the worst things that you could possibly do, because you can never tell what the market is doing. You can never tell what the market is going to do. And so I just would not recommend that you invest money. No financial advisor, and I'm not a financial advisor, but no financial advisor would tell you to invest money that you need to spend for your immediate needs. It's just not a smart thing to do at all. The next point that I want to say is stay calm. Even in your personal life, when things are going good, prepare and know that it's not always going to be that way. In the market, when things are going good, prepare yourself to know that it's not going to always be that way. And then when things are not going so well, have the perspective and the mindset that it's not always going to be bad, that the good times will come again, that the good times will roll again, if I can say, and that we will get back to a place where the economy is hitting on all cylinders again. Just know that even if we are going through an economic retraction and a correction in the market, it's not going to always be that way. Listen, our market reached historic highs like never before. And I remember telling someone maybe about 7 or 8 years ago that the day was going to come when we saw a 50,000 Dow. And I think back in those days, we were barely over 20,000. And now look, we are in a time where the Dow is over 40,000. And so just think where the Dow is going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. So just know that what we are dealing with as a country and as an economy is not going to always be this way, but change will happen. The good times will return again, and you will see growth in your portfolio again if you're not seeing it right now. But that's enough talking right now. Let's take a look at the numbers. It's sad. Okay, folks, so here is the account summary for Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. As you can see, we have a account value of $8,317.30. Today, oh man, the portfolio was down $438. So year to date, we are still up though, $245, which represents 3.05% of the account value. We are invested in Papa John's, ticker symbol PZZA. We still have, actually I bought an extra share of Papa John's today. So I have 189 shares in Papa John's. The price is $43.97 per share. Today, it was a change in value of $2.33 per share. So the market value is $83.10, down $438 today. And we are at a loss, folks, so far in Papa John's of $350.26, but it's still all good. So that is the update today on Papa John's, ticker symbol PZZA. So if you pay attention to the media and watch, the news and things like that, there's a lot of talk about recession. A lot of pundits and people on television saying that we're getting ready to go into a recession. Your friends and your neighbors, your coworkers, they may even be talking about how the economy is getting ready to go into a recession. But I just want to say, even if we are recession bound, and we've been there before, we've seen this before. And to be honest with you, this is not the worst of times that we have been in as a nation. This is not the worst of times that we have been in. I know this is not the worst times that I have been in personally. Like, I've been in tougher economic situations. I've been in tougher financial situations than what we are dealing with here in the United States. I know the prices of everything are high. Eggs are out of control. Food is out of control. Rent is out of control. The interest rates seem like they're out of control. But this is not the worst times that we have ever been in. We've seen worse. And so I just want to encourage you guys with that even if we are recession bound, we will recover. The United States of America has the strongest economy in the world. The United States of America is the most prosperous nation in the world that has ever existed, probably, that has ever existed more than likely. And we've always recovered. That's one thing that we have always done as a nation, is recovered from whatever we were dealing with, whether it's financial, whether it's on social levels, whether it's conflict with other countries, whatever the situation is, we have always come back and come back stronger. So I still have faith and hope in the U.S. economy. I know that we are going to come back stronger and our economy is going to roar like a lion again. So I am still holding strong. I'm still investing with a long-term perspective, and I am still all in on the stock market here in the United States of America. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. And I want to say this as well. If you are a shareholder in a company, you essentially have ownership in that company. You own a piece of that company along with the other shareholders. So support the company. Spend your money with the company. Use the services of that company. If you have AT&T stock, why do you have a T-Mobile phone? It doesn't make sense. You don't own stock in T-Mobile, you own stock in AT&T. You have a direct interest in the prosperity of AT&T, and you share in the prosperity of that company. So why would you give your money to another company and you have no ownership in that company? I have Papa John's stock. Why am I going to buy a pizza from Pizza Hut? Why am I going to buy a pizza from Domino's, from Marco's, from Mellow Mushroom? The main place that I'm going to buy pizza from is Papa John's, because I have a vested interest in the prosperity of that company. So it doesn't mean that I won't ever buy a pizza or eat a pizza from another company, but it just means my main go-to is going to be Papa John's, because I am a shareholder, I am an owner. I have a small piece of ownership in Papa John's, which means I want to see that company prosper. And as that company prospers, I prosper as well, should the share price rise in value. So support the companies that you own in your portfolio. If you are a shareholder, support those companies. It just makes sense to do that because you have a vested interest in the prosperity of that company. So that's all I have for you guys today. I want to say one love as always to everybody out there, everybody viewing. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, get in the comments and let me know what you think about the things that I talked about today. Are we recession bound? How are you doing in your portfolio? Any of the range of topics that I talked about in this video, I would love to hear from you. I would love to see your comments. Until next time, I wish you much success in your investments. I hope you and your family are good and safe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.